Hey guys, thanks for joining me on Beyond the Arc. I'm doing a solo video today um, in light of the James Harden trade. So, had about a day or so to really think about it. I'm not sure who really won in this trade. So, okay, we can talk about the Nets. So the Nets obviously get the best player, and usually in trades, whoever gets the best player, the star player, wins the trade. Doesn't necessarily always happen, as the Knicks remember with the Carmelo Anthony trade. So you figure now the Nets have at least two head cases. With Kevin Durant coming back from his injury, I still don't say he's 100%. He's probably like 80% of where he was, which is still really good, and a top player in the NBA. That being said, they gave up a lot. If I'm the Rockets end up receiving, looks like they have 3 first unprotected picks. They have the 2022, 2024, and 2026 first round picks for the Nets, which is good, and basically you had to start from there, right? They got a number 1 pick also from, they got the Cavs number 1 pick. I'm sorry, they got the Milwaukee's number 1 pick from the Cavs. And then they got a whole bunch of pick swaps, 4 pick swaps. And they gave up Chris LeVert, and they gave up Jaron Allen, and they gave up Prince. So what makes it more interesting to me is Houston doesn't really get that much. I mean, they get the picks, which is great. They get Oladipo, which is good, but he's a free agent coming up. So unless they're going to just go ahead and round and trade him, which is possible, I don't know what they do. And I don't think that was a really good trade. You really didn't get much at all for James Harden, and you pretty much just got picks. I don't know. I don't really like that trade. I don't really like that trade if I'm Houston. You know, the trade that they had before for and this is before Dinwiddie got hurt. But if you did the trade before when they had Dinwiddie, Chris LeVert, Jared Allen, and you give me 3 first round picks, same picks, and pick swaps, I like that trade way more. This makes it very interesting. Cleveland, I don't know what they're doing. I don't think anyone knows what they're doing when it comes to now. They have like 4 centers on their team, or at least 4 big men, 3 centers and Kevin Love, which they don't know what they're doing with him either. Drummond's going to be a free agent. Maybe Drummond becomes a free agent. Maybe they let him go. Maybe they find a trade for him because he's on the last year of his deal. I don't know really who wants Drummond at this point. Not for that salary, and I don't think his market's going to be high. Maybe McGee goes on the free. Maybe he gets cut. Maybe he goes to the Nets. Maybe potentially that could happen too. I don't like the Pacers. I mean, they get LeVert, so that was pretty good. They actually, honestly, they probably benefited the most out of that trade because Oladipo, they had to give him up. They weren't going to get something for him, and to get Chris LeVert, I mean, that's pretty good, pretty solid. I would say they're pretty similar in skill set. I think if LeVert got more of an offense, which he might now, they also have Brogdon, so I don't know how that will exactly work with the Pacers, but it looks more promising. I can't say that's a negative. I don't get what the Cavs did. I don't understand what the Pacers did. I kind of get what the Rockets did. I mean, I get it in a sense that they got the picks. It's just, man, you got literally almost nothing in return. Yeah. I mean, Oladipo's not nothing, but he's not going to be the star player of your team. And he's going to be a free agent for the first time, so he's not going to stay around. I don't see him staying with the Rockets. So I don't know how much sense that is. And for the Nets, man, this could be This could be that Boston trade all over again. Potentially. They gave away their whole future. Their whole future for this. So the Rockets' best case scenario is it all blows up on the Nets, and then those picks end up becoming really good. Or those picks could be really bad. The pick swaps never really turn out to be anything because the Rockets will have the better pick to begin with. And now they're in a worse situation. They're getting a whole bunch of almost second round picks, potentially, for it. And now you can get value there. Possible. It just don't look really good. To me, that does not look good. And I don't know what the Rockets do from here. Now, their team isn't that bad. They could make the playoffs. I don't know anymore, though. I don't know if they make the playoffs anymore. That being said, let's see what happens. Very interested. I think the Nets get better. Can't get worse. Defensively, they're going to be worse. I think a lot of it will be psychologically. And I think what makes it even more interesting, Kyrie Irving wanted to be his own player, and obviously he couldn't get him to the playoffs by himself. It never has. Didn't want to be a sidekick. Became a sidekick with Kevin Durant on his team. Wasn't working out. They got James Harden. So now he's not even Robin now. He's Alfred. So this doesn't look good for Irving. Though, do you know where Irving is? Because I don't. So I wouldn't even be surprised if he wants to be traded. I don't know what team really wants to have him. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to the Nets if it all just pieces together. People are talking about, on paper, they're going to match up with the Lakers. I don't see it. If you watched earlier videos, please like and subscribe. But if you've seen the earlier videos, I had them getting out the first round, and that was it. And I really don't think it's going to go better than that, even with Harden. Maybe they get to the conference championship, but I mean, are they going to be better than Boston? I don't think so. Are they going to be better than Milwaukee? Maybe. Are they going to be better than the Heat if the Heat go on a similar run that they went on last year? I want to say no. So that gets them out in the second round. Maybe they get to the conference championship. I wouldn't put money on that. I would put money on them to get out in the second round. So anyways, I just want to make this video, talk about this real quick. Please like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you